Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Micro Investor, where we do technical analysis and price predictions on many different cryptocurrencies every single day. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and picking up where we left off in the previous Bitcoin video. Now, we're just going to really cover the price of Bitcoin from the start of the FTX fallout. So we're just looking at from the month of November for the most part, for the majority of this video. So what we got going on right now with Bitcoin is Bitcoin had been consolidating within this wedge pattern for the last week and a half, really. And we were seeing a lot of this consolidation after this massive drop that we had due to the whole FTX fallout. And we were wondering within this, after we had seen it come down within this last wave that it had, did Bitcoin reach a bottom there at that 52-week low the new 52-week low that it had reached at a price that was around $15,500, somewhere around there. And there was a possibility that we had seen it then go up within a wave one, come down within a wave two, and there was a possibility it would be going up within a wave three. And that was not the case. But this consolidation that we were seeing within this wedge pattern, I was still more bearish. I was thinking that we were going to be seeing Bitcoin's price coming down one more leg down, and to complete all this within a wave 5 to the downside. And so that would be saying that we came down within a wave one that had started back on November 4th, and then we had completed that wave one on November 8th, and then we went up within a wave two, came down within this extended wave 3 that took us down to that new 52-week low. We went up within a wave 4, and then we're now coming down within that wave 5 one likely. It's obviously not confirmed yet that it is a wave 5, and that's just due to the fact that we have not surpassed where we're at within our wave 3, but we're trending to the downside, so there could be a possibility that we are at some point going to be surpassing that, and that's where I think things are going to start getting a bit more bearish with Bitcoin as we do such. So that would be two new 52-week lows in the last week and a half, and people are going to be triggering probably a little bit more of a sell-off after that does happen. Now, before this, the previous 52-week low with Bitcoin was back in the middle of June, and that was the same 52-week low date for Ethereum. And now Ethereum is on its way down too, and could possibly be going to another 52-week low as well, which hopefully that does not happen, but there's still a huge fallout still taking place due to this FTX situation. So let's actually just pan out here a little bit and talk a little bit about what we're seeing within the price of Bitcoin. So just looking at things here, when we had come down from our all-time high that we had seen things move in a very interesting way. We had dropped very swiftly within that wave one. That was within a large majority of the price for Ethereum. Obviously, ignore actually these this Fibonacci retracement that we have here, because that's kind of obsolete now due to the fact that we have actually dropped down below that recently with the new 52-week low. So we came down with that wave one, which was a significant drop, going from a price that was around $69,000 all the way down to about $41,000. Went up on a wave two, and then came down with this extremely low wave 3, which was our previous 52-week low with Bitcoin, and that was back in the middle of June. And at that price, at that time, that was when Bitcoin's price was somewhere within the $17,000 range. Then when I put in a wave 4, that was at the price of around $25,000, and then it has now come down, and we're still within this wave 5 from these much larger impulses, of course. And we don't exactly know where this wave 5 is going to complete, but sometime soon, hopefully, we do see things complete. Now, I'm thinking that more than likely we're going to be seeing this come down possibly a Fibonacci level lower than where we're at within the wave 3. So that would take the price of Bitcoin down somewhere possibly between the price of $14,000 and $13,000 is what I'm thinking. Now, let's just grab this Fibonacci retracement and drop this on our wave 4 and just look at how things currently are adding up. And if I was to pan back here a little bit, what you can see is if we were to continue dropping here, if we were going down to a Fibonacci level that was below the wave 3, I'm thinking that we could fall somewhere between a price of around 14,500 or even lower. There's a lot of people that are thinking that it's going to be between 14 and 13,000. So I'm thinking that it's going to be possibly within that range, closer to that. And that's where a lot of this fear is right now, because a lot of people are saying that the price of Bitcoin could be going down to $12,000, $11,000, $10,000. And I'm trying to be not as bearish, but I still think that there's that good possibility that going somewhere between that $14,000 and $13,000 price is very likely, in my opinion. So sorry to be so bearish, but that's where I'm currently at with this. I think that there's a possibility after we do pass this last 52-week low that we had back on November 9th, that we're going to trigger a little bit more of a sell-off, and that's going to take things down lower, just like what we saw this last time. We ended up selling off $2,000 more than where we're at from our June low, and I think that's going to be the same scenario again. I think that we're going to see that same type of sell-off take place, and we will see it drop down at least one Fibonacci level lower from that. And so that would take us down within that range, that $14,500 price or $13,500 price, somewhere around there could be a real possibility, or even lower. Even lower is that other possibility. And that's the fear. And that is what is, that's what's really driving a lot of this. The fear, the psychology of Bitcoin right now is really interesting, but it's also terrible in my opinion, because the whole crypto situation right now is not doing really well, thanks to, and I mean that not in a good way, thanks to FTX and that fallout that has triggered from that. So many people have lost their businesses, lost things that they've worked on a lot over these last years due to this whole FTX fallout. It's just destroyed so many different crypto operations that have had this whole FTX contagion fallout trickle into them. So we're going to continue monitoring this. I think that seeing that price of Bitcoin go somewhere between that $14,000 and $13,000 price range is a real possibility. And let's just look at how other things are currently lining up. So you can see that right now, when we look at our falling wedge that we have here, this is looking at Bitcoin from our all-time high that we had back in November of last year, and how we had come down within 5 waves, and we're still working on completing that 5th wave right now, that we're in the process of falling right back into that wedge. And if we do fall to that price that is under $15,000, then we will be right back into that wedge, and that will be that more bearish situation for Bitcoin. So I think that that's coming, though. I'm really sorry to anybody that doesn't want to believe that, but I think that's coming. But after the point that we do complete that, after the point that we do see that happen, which I'm going to go ahead and delete this, after we do complete that, I think that we will then hopefully find a good bottom, and then hopefully the recovery with Bitcoin after that, as we start a new trend to the upside and break away from all this mess that we were in through the end of 2021 and all 2022, that maybe things might start getting a little bit better. But this is the current market situation with Bitcoin right now. So with that being said, what do you guys think? Do you think that we're going to be seeing the price of Bitcoin coming down to a price that is within that range, within $14,000 and $13,000? I would like to know. Now on this channel, we talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum every single day, so be sure to subscribe if you have not already to stay up to date. We also talk about many altcoins as well. Thank you for watching and listening. See you in the next one.